It's a fuck up now. It's a fuck up. So it's a game. This is just the beginning. She made them understand that I can't go back the second time again. I don't even have fan base. I'm here to build my fan base. And you expect me not to know? I will nominate you. You that first throw the stone, I will nominate you. And in times of Alex and Ceec, I don't see any reason why Alex will just start bringing up. She had strike all through. Like, what the fuck is that? You're so quick to judge her. What about you? So you can see. So now, if Ceec start coming out with her hanger or whatever way she used to react, I don't see anybody to judge her because you are the first person to attack her. Why would you attack her like that? Is that the only highlights that you saw about her? There's something good, even though you have issues with her or you guys have issues. You don't have to bring it up. Like, why didn't Messi bring up Tasha's issue? Maybe they both had issue. But she wasn't even saying anything about Seyi. I don't know. I don't really want to say because it's not even my fave. Even for previously, it was not even my. Seyi is a snitch. That thing that happened, he purposely did it. He purposely left that envelope for fraud. He purposely left it because he knew viewers want to like. Okay, if assuming Big Brother saved that envelope saved fraud, or maybe they put up his name, viewers will pity him. See, this time around, this game is 120 million. There is no pity. Nigerians should we should wake up. No, if you don't entertain me, I'm still saying it. If you don't give me what to talk about, what to brag about, I am not putting penny. You have to give because the money is huge. Work for the money. I think this time around is for the winner to work for the money. Anybody that whosoever among them that is going to win need to work for that money. And in times of Messi, wow, her name stated this though. Messi, a child of grace. When you are blessed, you are blessed. One way or the other. This game is game of luck. If God favor you, fine. If God no favor, look at Adekunle just today, first HOH. Started well. So that shows that it depends on how you play your game. All of them, they came there. Like you said, comrade, yesterday, you said everybody came in there with a strategy. Like, everybody came in with their game plan. It's just that they just twist it. Some twist it. Some are twisting it. The other ones are coming out. We watch these people now. We watch them past seasons. So be real. But me, I can actually pick the realest among them. Men looking at that has not even changed. Somebody like Ceec, she has not changed. She's still fucking real. If you come for me, I come for you. No time. I don't expect them to start doing friend zone. The friends know they pass that house. After that house, everybody answer your papa name. So this is just a game. Let them come up. Let them show us. If they start doing as if they because this apart from this nomination process, yesterday they are just those girls are just trying to do like, oh, I want to hide myself. I don't want to be forced. Come outside. If you have to attack anybody you want to attack. Look at Benita. All the games she's playing since yesterday till today, matter when no concern, you carry on for head like Oshuka. So all those kind of things, she's just trying to like get highlights. Everybody's just trying to like, okay, this is time I'm going to be in everybody's group. But no. So, I don't see anything wrong in what Lebaye did. She played her game. Baby, no one go house the second time. And I'm very sure that people too don't want to go. Even Angel that said, if she comes outside, or more, if she's she's also going to mention somebody's name. She go mention person name. So it's a game.
Okay, Panache, just say, let me talk. When I came the first, when you put me on school, I know that. I
don't want to respond to maybe you go. Okay, Stella, I want to respond to him, but you talk.
But can you hear me clearly? I think I should find out because
your network is very clear. Please go ahead.
Okay. First off, let me go back. Those back in the day, there was VHS. They say rewind. Let me rewind and go back to nominations, even though it's not relevant because of how big the game, Big has reset the game. The nominations, we mentioned Lebaye, also Kid. I don't know if anybody mentioned Kid. Kid also went, he was part of the coven, the only male member of the coven. And Kid still went against the coven and nominated Lebaye. As if he was almost seemed as if he was paying out with the same coin for betraying the coven. Of course, he didn't know. But the same thing, Kid he didn't follow so-called contract they did there. So him and Ilebaye, they are showing that dynamic. I mean, one of you even said, or somebody said here that Kid, or maybe it was somewhere else I was, when they were planning, someone said Kid will be the first to snitch. Not in a bad way, because everybody likes Kid. There's the way Kid acts, even when he's doing the snitching, you're not even vexed with him. And true to the word, he went in there. Kid doesn't take anything serious. I went to go and pick Ilebaye. And I like that. I like that happened. I just found it funny. Now, the members of the coven, I'm sure they are looking at themselves and I don't know how they are feeling. Maybe I don't know if shame don't finish them. Because they can say that their strategy, is all in dust. Because even though nobody's up for eviction, that Biggie, after telling those BFF guys that they are immune, he now said everybody else is up for eviction. The way he put it is that housemates, Sunday is near, or get ready for Sunday. That's the rest of you get ready for Sunday. So for all of them, they think they're up for eviction. So Angel's coven strategy, I don't know how she's feeling now, because to me that shows you that when it comes to Biggie's game, you don't think you can outsmart the game itself. All that planning and sitting down now is all in the dust. But I don't know, maybe they will still plan. If only they know they're just wasting their time, because the so-called people they are putting together send each other. So that one aside, then when it comes to Seyi's matter with Frood, I take it from different angles. The first angle is, one, a lot of people that have come inside here have a history outside. They already know each other, which is normal because they've been on this show before. So that will definitely affect the dynamic of the game in many things. That might have played a bit of the reason. That might have been a bit of the reason why he left the envelope. I'm just saying. But Seyi as a person too, as Comrade said, and I'll repeat, is not a nice person. He don't send you. Fear your face. You saw what he said about Chacha straight up. He don't send you. So that comes to play. So you wonder, okay, why did he do that? So more on the history, because I remember when he was sitting on the dining, this was for another matter, I think the Venita matter, someone was saying, some people came and said, I thought you people have, Angels came and said, you people have settled. He was referring to Seyi and Frood. So Seyi now said, no be fights. Now my guy now, this guy, where they buy drink for me outside, So the camaraderie also plays a part. That's the history they have outside, the friendship history. Then, also, like you guys said, it might also be a strategy. Seyi being the smart guy in that sense of, okay, let me just let him go and, let's see how that plays out. It can be anything, And one is it 150 or 120 million? It's not small money. And I've seen it tonight when Biggie, when these nominations went on. I saw it from the moment when Biggie now said those BFFs are immune. The way these guys rejoiced, and I knew that, it might be all stars, they might be superstars, but right now in the house, even in mentality, everybody's back being a housemate. Nobody wants to go early. I was surprised the way they were rejoicing. I said, so people don't want to leave. I thought some of you were missing your Rolls Royce or your mansion outside. So, nobody wants to leave early. Even if you feel, and my chance of winning the money is not so high, but nobody wants to leave early for whatever reason. So I like that fact. It shows that everybody's head is in the game. Even the way they play the, other games and the tension that even came with this whole nominations. It might not have been crazy. Of course, they have experience in it, but clearly they all felt it. And even those that are up, even though they are not really up, they are feeling it. So that shows me that, because my fear was that let them not come here and be acting like they don't send any IB, they don't send. So I like that there's that, competition and everything. So anyways, I don't know who's next to speak. Truth here, can take over.
Okay, so I just want to take on to Wicked Stella, and then Moral will go, because she's put up her hand. Moral will go, then Giving, I don't think Giving has spoken. Giving will go after Moral, and then we have Lee Wonder. Please, if you are still on the speaker space, I know, please, you can raise up your hand. Conrad, don't go anywhere. You have to be talking. Okay, so I wanted to respond. Wicked Stella, I agree with you totally. OSG, you want to say something?
No, speaking of comrade, somebody actually points a point that you said in the comment section, but I know he's curious, so I want him to give a rebuttal. He said, comrade, please kindly make your point without reference to his tribe. They are all there for the money. Because comrade said, because Frood was Igbo, you understand, and he didn't mean it from a bad place. So that
no, he didn't mean it from a bad place, obviously. Obviously, he didn't mean it for me. He didn't mean it from a bad place, but I understand what the person is trying. I think people always affiliate all these conversations to something else. I don't know.
Sorry, can I give my rebuttal? Sorry, I heard what OSG read. Sorry about that. I mean, I think when I was speaking, I was clear with what I was saying. I didn't even read comments, so I would not definitely have seen that. What I meant were, by nature, Igbo are business-oriented people. And when they go for something, they aim at it. They are very, very... I think it was simple. You people, anything about you people is tribe. You want to put tribe in what is not. What I said was very simple and direct. And it's a normal thing. Everybody knows that. I'm not even an Igbo person. But I respect them for that. And that was a sign of respect, not anything. Now, which one is don't put tribe in? Please, don't come for me. If you want to come and talk. People have been speaking. It's a new season. What I said was simple. I didn't drag him. I was just saying, I admire the fact that he was there for the money. Straight, simple and straight. Which one is tribe? I beg, let's respect ourselves. So.
Comrade, I beg, no vex. So, guys, I don't think we should be bringing up tribal conversations here. So, Igbos are known to be goal-oriented. They are focused on what they are here for. They can be playing with you, but they want to make their money, and they will do anything to do it. It didn't mean it that way. I don't know why we like reading things, meanings, other meanings to stuff. Anyways, comrade, no vex. Okay, so let me quickly give a response to Wicked Stella. I know I've said it before, but I just want to tell you something. So if it takes for me to be in this All-Star, and I need to poke the most relevant housemate to be relevant, trust me, I will do it. And so I don't have an issue with what Alex did. Because you can't just be silent. She has to start looking for the trouble. She has come here to come and win the money. And if that is going to make her an highlight and then people talk about her on Twitter, let her just do it. And that's what we want drama. That's what we said. We want drama. And definitely, I know Sissy is piling it up somewhere for her. By the time Sissy will react, anybody that drags her, let her be. She has fans now. You drag them back. That's what it is. Because the way it is, we want Sissy to talk. Somebody has to go and drag her from that place. Let her come and show us whether she has changed or she's still the old Sissy. We can see her realness is there. Everly there, and she will give it back to Alex. Just don't worry, she's coming back for her. So let's have Giving. Is Giving still here?
No, I'm supposed to speak. Should say. Sorry, Giving. I'm supposed to speak, please.
Please, I know you are supposed. Let me just reply. OSC. You don't give what you can't read, what you can't take. That's just it.
We can say put pressure, mount it for her because she needs to. This truth sayer needs to hear it. Anyway,
what did Wicked say? There's no back and forth here. Wicked, Jare, leave the matter. Moral, please go.
All right. Back and forth. I'm a Sissy fan, but if Sissy reacts, Alex no go fit chop and finish. That's just it.
Me, I want Sissy to react.
She has already been giving them.
Time around.
She has already been giving them time. Like, stay clear of me.
I it to be buried. I want her to loud it. So let them poke her.
Anyway.
Need that heat up. Moral, please go ahead.
So I think it's too soon for us to start judging the kind of eviction that these people have given, line of the people have given. I know I've heard people say, oh, it's not strategic. Only 3 people seems to have made a choice from a strategic point of view. I think Mercy nominating Pere, Neo nominating White Money, and I can't remember the last person who was nominated. And we all see that maybe they're not being strategic. Maybe they're using sentiments to do it. I think I have another angle to it also. You know that nomination is it's a very dicey game. And I think I always call it a chicken and egg situation. You nominate somebody for strategic reasons. You're not only nominating the person, you're also wary of the fact that those people have fans outside. And it could be that at the point when you are in the line of fire, the fans, the person you nominate, the fans there are not ready to save you on the grounds that you nominated their faves. And as such, they would also want to punish you for it. And so you want to be very careful that, those that have huge fan base, you want to be very careful not to step on people's toe this early in the game, right? So I think For those that are bold enough to have done it, which is the likes of Mercy, Mercy could afford to do it because she knows she's strong outside. Obviously, she knows she has a large fan base. She was a winner of a BBN edition. So obviously, there's that confidence that, oh, you know what, even if I do it, I can get away with it, right? Not for every other person. Not for every other person. And such, if I were to be in their shoes also, I wouldn't want to start stepping on the toes of the big guns who are actually the threats that I would not, I mean, normally in any world or in a sane world, people would understand if you are going for them. In Nigeria, in Africa, it's not the same. You go for these big guns, the fans will keep it, they'll store it in the cooler for you and say, oh, yes, maybe she nominated or he nominated her or this. They will pile it, and at the day your day of reckoning will come, maybe the day you're up for eviction, that you would expect those alliances to come. It doesn't come because you've nominated. So while nomination also brings about alliance, that's one thing we have to understand. So it's a game, in as much as we all sit down from outside and think, okay, it's easy to nominate, it's not so easy because you are also very careful of who you nominate and the perception or the reactions of the fans outside on the basis of who you've nominated. You want to be careful that you don't upset people, probably someone that you feel you want to build an alliance with. You don't want to nominate such a person because you know that the person's fans would not like it if you're nominating their fame. So I think I'll cut them some slack because it's still early in the game. And I would also want to not be too direct in my nomination at this early stage. So I'll probably go for the weaker ones just to show that, yes, I'm still playing soft and then continue to read the game. That's what I would do. And I don't blame those that have done it that way because I feel they also need to protect their backs and ensure that they measure and understand how strong they are before they start countering the very strong ones. I mean, if you've been up for eviction and you're able to survive it, you can now begin to assess how strong you're outside. If you haven't undergone any eviction, it will be too, I won't say foolish or silly of you to go and start nominating the likes of Mercy, the likes of Perez, the likes of Ceec, the likes of White Money, knowing fully well that these are people that actually have large fan base now. And it's easy to know because, these are ex-BBS housemates that have left the house. So we know the amount of traction they gain on the TL, on social media, their level, their weight of influence. I wouldn't go and touch those ones yet. I won't. That's suicidal for me to go and touch those big guns when I've not been tested on eviction. So I go and do it, and then everybody, the White Money fans, because I've nominated, they refuse to vote for me because I nominated their fame. I won't do it. I'd rather go for the very small ones for now, just to save myself. Then when the game starts getting heated up and I start testing, and I've tested my eviction, I can now begin to be more adventurous in trying to poke those big guns there. So I think for me, the nomination for those that did it, I don't think we should just say they're not being strategic. I would also say they're also being very strategic not to go and upset the favor of big fans that would actually have a ripple effect for them in the long run, and they become the brunt of the action for the taking. On the other one, for Frood, I would say it again. Seyi leaving that envelope was not because it was perception. Seyi was just leaking. Let me put it in words. In leaking Frood's dollar. And that is the evidence of power. That's the evidence of success. Success opens doors for you. Success gives you that preferential treatment that ordinarily you wouldn't have gotten unless you are backed by money. You can see it is very clear. The fraud of Double Wala, the fraud of All Stars, it's not the same. Everybody knows that frauders he rolls with the big boys, the likes of the big Cubanas and the others. These are people that he rolls with, these are people he parties with, these are people that he's seen around with. People of influence, people of power, people that can change people's life. So I don't blame Seyi if he's leaking us at this point in time. That's the power of money. And in our chosen profession or in our daily life, who would say that yes, at one point in time we haven't done it also? I won't deny it. Yes, someone will say, okay, 120 is at stake right now. And all that. Yes, 120 is at stake, but I won't rock the boat. I won't offend someone that I know that can be helpful for me on the outside. If it's just a card is not the end of the game for him at the moment. The game is at early stage. Why it starts bantering with Frood because of a black envelope, which at the end of the day, it wasn't beneficial at the end of the day. It was, try better luck. So imagine if you had gone to fight with Frood on the basis of that. he loses out on relationship. So this is All Stars where people know the financial worth, they know the network of equity of the opponent outside the house, and they would not, and they understand how entertainment works. They know that the power of network in influencing and in making life and breaking life in the entertainment industry. They would not go and provoke someone that has that level of influence. And I think that's what is playing out for Frood. And we'll be prepared to see it. I say it again, this is a testament to know those that are just pretend to be big, on social media, and maybe they're not. These people know each other. They know they can assess each other's, financial network to an extent and their level of success. And that is what they're according to Frood right now. He's getting that benefit, and I think it's a well-deserved win for him. I'm happy for him. It just goes to show that in life, we all have to work harder because people respect success. People respect money. And it is playing out for Frood in this season. Thank you.
Thank you very much.